Well, I'm sitting here and it's pouring and there's nothing to do but crochet or eat. It's it's awful out. Had a little spare time. I think a lot of people are doing lives today. Nobody knows I'm coming on again as usual. So we'll see if anyone is a show. Oh, I see two people. Do we have three? Do we have four? What's everybody up to? It's raining cats and dogs here. I didn't leave them. We left the house for lunch. Ugh, it's awful out. My husband offered to take me to Wendy's. Anybody there? Hello? Anybody home? Anybody have nothing to do and want to hang out for a little while? Hello, hello. I made a sign, but it looks like you can't see it. Let's see, I'll hang it low. It's my artwork. Hi, Ma. What's your name? Ma's Crochet and other topics. Yeah. Today is tropical storm day. Thank God it's not a hurricane. On my end, anyway. Here in South Florida. What you doing today? Are you crocheting? Making anything? I made a sign. I drew it. What do you think? I don't really have a spot for a real sign. Anybody else there? Says there's 4 people. 5. I made a few things. I figured I'd come on and show you all what I made. Yeah, I'm really happy it's not a hurricane. It's just a really, really horrible, and it's not even in full effect yet. Tonight, it's supposed to happen overnight. It's just been pouring and pouring on and off all day. Really hard. My husband said he'll take me to Wendy's. Thank you. Hey, Veronica. Oh, yeah, I made Veronica's hat. I'm going to show you all what I did. Veronica has from Steals to Show, has a tutorial for a hat, her chunky hat, as she calls it. I guess it's pretty chunky. And it came out pretty good, considering I don't like bottom-up hats. You know. So what are you making, Ma? Anybody else there? Yeah, well, I'll show you Veronica's hat. There's one person here besides Veronica. And I don't know who the other person is. Here's the hat. Nice and chunky. Oh, you're making a baby sweater for someone who ordered from me a baby set. Cool. Yeah, I got to learn how to make things I could sell. Like maybe the baby sets aren't going to take as long as some other things. I made a baby sweater not long ago and a hat, and I sent it as a gift to somebody I know that had a baby, and I made them a blanket too. You know. Thank you. Here, I'll put it on. 1 second. There is a part that's the back, but I might have made it longer than she did. I like things to really cover the ears. I may have to go to New York in the next month or 2. Oh, here's my husband. He's spying on me. Hi. Okay, honey, be nice. Don't be fresh, you know? So he's spying on me. That's so what now you're doing crochet with yarn I get from Hobby Lobby. The one oh, you got it for $10 plus 30% off. Okay, you're still buying. I'm trying not to buy. I have enough to crochet for a while. Yeah, I made a couple other things in the last couple of days. You like this color? I think I have more of this that I might be able to make a cowl to go with it. So I have a set. Just got to decide which cowl to make. Yeah, this, I got it on clearance a long time ago at Walmart for 75 cents each. Yeah, it's like an aqua. And then I think I used just a little bit more than a skein. I use tutorials mostly. Occasionally I could use a pattern. I'm not that great with patterns. Yeah, I haven't made any. Yeah, Veronica made that hat, but her mother and her grandma taught her when she was young. Yeah, I don't think I could do these things without all the creators. So it's been a lot of practice, you know? Let's see. Oh, this hat I made a while ago when I made a cowl to match. I'll put it on. It's sewed. Oh, wait, you can't see the whole thing. It has a little decor on it, and it goes. It's the same yarn as this. This is the same yarn as the other yarn that the other hat that Veronica's hat. Thanks. So I'm just hot here. I got a lamp on, so it's really hot. Usually I babysit on Sunday, but we babysat yesterday, so I had a little time today. I didn't even go out for church. I didn't want to, because the roads kind of get flooded here, so I don't want to take a chance of having problems, you know. I'm too hot. What else? I made one more hat just in the last. Well, that other hat I made a while ago, the green one. I know I have more of this yarn, but I don't know where it is. It's that Hoogie or Hooga. I have and it's, I was trying to make a different hat, but I couldn't see the stitches, so I decided to just make a divine hat, and it's super soft. So that's what I made, you know. I made a shawl last week, and I made another hat for my son, and I already put it in the mail. I showed you all the same exact hat, a different day, another bagel day. This isn't bagel day, but the hat I sent my son it was his birthday the other day. He lives up in New York, so I sent him another couple of hats, and his fiance liked those little headbands that I made a while ago, so I threw those in for her too. And that's all. And I made the sign. I got that at Dollar Tree. And then I got extra markers. It's like you could erase it. If you touch it, you mess it up like really easily. And then I just taped it on the hanger because it has a magnet on it. And basically, this isn't magnetic, it's wood. So it didn't, you could stick that on the refrigerator and like write your list on there. That's what I did. I can draw a little bit. I mean, that's not fancy, but I made a little tape measure. That was going to be a ball of yarn, but I guess it's a tape measure that looks like a ball of yarn. you know? Now I just have to decide what to make next. I don't think I'm cooking tonight, so I'm happy. I think the man left. He's watching TV. You know? He's not a whatchamacallit. He's not a troll. That was my husband that came in the room. I told him I was going to make a video. Guess he wanted to see what I was up to. So it was there. Oh, 1, 2. It says there's 4 people. I know there's other lives going on, and I just Sometimes I get a minute to make one, and then like there's other lives, and so I watched for a little while. And I just figured if I don't go on, I'm not going to go on. So I'll take my chances that other people are going to come in here. You know, got to figure out some trivia or something like the other people. Yes, Veronica's having a giveaway. So I already applied for the giveaway. Not that I need more yarn, but who doesn't want to win something, you know? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I found those at Walmart, and they're nice and clear. I have some other ones that aren't clear. They're in the other room that I got for really cheap. So I kind of want to leave this spot open if I want to hang some things there. So I'm only gonna have. There's more here, but that's I have some spots for some other yarn. So sometimes I can't find I know I have a certain yarn, but I don't know where it is. Because I have a lot of it stuffed in little baskets or tubs in the closet. And I was like digging through there trying to find another skein of this yarn that I know I have. I have it in other colors and it's all together. So it must be under the bed. No idea where I put it. It'll turn up. So, and I still have some of this yarn that I made the shawl. Maybe I might have enough to make a hat and a cow, because a hat doesn't take me long. Oh yeah, you're in Florida too? Paradise? Which I don't know your name. And hey, handmade designs. Yeah, it's pouring like bloody murder here. It's awful. I purposely didn't leave the house in the morning. Then my husband said, I'll take you to Wendy's for lunch. So we went, and it was like I almost slid into the store. It was so wet. The floor was wet. Where in Florida are you? I'm in South Florida, Pembroke Pines. Miss Paradise. Handmade Design says, hi, Veronica. Anyway, I'm having my decaf. I don't have a lot to show today, but here I'll show everybody who wasn't here earlier the hat I made. So Miss Veronica, she steals the show, Crochet and Chefs. She had a tutorial on her channel, and I told her I would do it, and I finally did it. This is the hat. Came out good. If you want to try a chunky hat, this was the number 6 yarn too. And I prefer number 4. Number 4 and number 5 I find easier to work with. Number 6 depends. I don't really like the big hooks. I mean, the big yarn work up quicker, so they don't take as long. Yeah, well, we went out, so I had to get dressed. It's been a lazy day. I watched church on TV. I mean, on Facebook. So that's Veronica's hat, and she's having a giveaway. So you might want to check out her channel. So tell me, what's everybody else making? I know that Ma's making baby sets. Hey, Paradise, what are you making today besides chilling with your nightgown? Yeah, I have to get some. I was looking at those tripods for tutorials too, but I didn't buy one yet. I have to go back to Best Buy. You know, Veronica, where did you get your thing for your camera so you could make a tutorial? What's in your cup? It's quiet here today. How much did I use of the green color? Well, I had 2 of these for that falling leaf shawl, so I used the whole one plus most of the first color. Yeah, I don't drink soda. I lost an earring the other day. I'm upset. I don't know how that happened. It's quiet there. Are you making anything today, Miss Paradise? I don't know your name. I'm sorry. Anyway, I made a shawl the other day, and this is what I have left, so I'm deciding what to make with it. I probably could have stopped. Hey, Lily, how you doing today? I only had a couple of things to show that I made, and I don't have any games. Oh, Melody. Oh, I had a friend Melody growing up. It's a pretty name, you know? Yeah, I don't have any games. I'll have to find some like games to entertain us. But if you want to find a nice chunky hat to do, Veronica has one, and she's got a giveaway, you know? So you didn't tell me where you're in Florida you are. What part? Is it pouring by you also, Melody? Well, I'm hoping this doesn't last the whole week. Oh, Sebring. Where is that? Is that Central Florida? I've heard of it. Sounds like a car. There's a car, I think, called Sebring. I'm only living in Florida for 5 years now. Maybe it's 5.5. I lost track. Came here to become a grandma. It took over 2 years to become a grandma because, I don't know, things happened and they didn't rush into it. But that's okay. I adjusted to living in Florida, you know? Then they even moved. They moved closer to us, though. Oh, so you're south of, so you're on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. So I'm sort of like not far from, I'm like north of Miami or Hialeah. I've We've driven up the West Coast. My sister-in-law lives in Clearwater, I think, which isn't too far from Tampa. But we haven't been back to visit them in some time. Yeah, I know. You're in, oh, it's hot there in Georgia? Highlands County. Okay. I'm not, like I said, I don't know Florida real well. I never even came to Florida until there was a funeral to go to. And that was the first time I came to Florida. And I still haven't been to Disney. Whoops, sorry, I keep hitting the table. Sorry. Oh, I did it again. Clumsy today. Yeah, so my son met his wife and she's from Florida, so that's how they ended up here. After a bad snow up in New York, you know? Yeah, okay. Highway 27. Yeah, well, like I said, we drove one time to my sister-in-law in Clearwater. I think it took us like 3 hours. Do you know how far that is from Clearwater? Like you said, I'd have to look at a map, you know? I haven't been making any road trips these days. I'm always babysitting. Not today, though. They have the kitties. They got the little guy themselves today. They're both off of work today. My poor daughter-in-law, she's not feeling well. She's got the morning sickness. My son had off, thank God, because Friday he went in for the early shift, like 6 a.m., and he got stuck working past dinner. I guess somebody canceled. You know, and he's always got his shifts change. I never know when the kid's working, you know. That's it. Yeah, so this yarn, even though it's nice and soft, it splits a lot. Yeah, I guess the more the merrier, Veronica. You never know. Veronica has 3 prizes for her giveaway. So you got 3 times a lot more chances to win, you know? Well, we still have 5. Think we could get 6? Yeah, it's hot in here because I got the light on. Oh, so she's northwest of you. Palm Beach Gardens. That sounds familiar. Oh, okay. You live between her and Fort Myers. Oh, I'm going to use that yarn. I have so much yarn. I mean, I liked it. I'm thinking about maybe like my friend's going to pay me for that big bag I made. I made like a big kind of pocketbook, like a beach bag kind of thing. And I was going to maybe make another one out of like the 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 comfy cotton. I made a couple of tops out of this. Hi, Lashira Crochet. How you doing today? Is that your first name? It's like I had some time. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. It's pouring out. Okay. Yeah, the Gulf Coast. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast, but I'm not that close to the water. I'm very west. So, so I'm happy that we didn't have to put our shutters on this year, which is a pain in the butt, you know. I'm good. I'm just been relaxing all day. I did crochet a hat. I'll show you. Wait. This one I crocheted last night. My friend here steals the show, Veronica, who's doing a giveaway. She did a tutorial on this hat, and I told her I would try it. So if you want to make, I had number 6. I have more than number 6 yarn, but I figured let me try her hat. And I don't really like bottom up hats, but it had a nice way of closing the top that it didn't look funky on top. So it came out good. So we'll see. Maybe I'll send it to my sister. Either that or I've been trying to sell stuff. You know, I sold one thing, but it was to a friend. So on my SD, yes, I started an SD shop or ESD. Or how the heck do you can't say it correctly? Yeah. So I want to make a cowl to go with this. You know, ouch. Yeah, we had like like the last hurricane missed me. You know, just we got like just a little bit, like the one that was so bad on the islands. Got the name of it. And then this is that Huga yarn, and I made a divine hat out of it. I'm pretty sure I have more. Hi, how do you say your name? Lenia, the crafting trooper. That's an interesting name. Were you in the military? I don't know. I'm not. I have like I can draw a little bit. Nothing fantastic, but I like crafts. I just got into crochet since the grandbaby was coming. You know. So I made this hat and it came out good, and it's super soft. Now, if I could find the rest of this yarn, I know I have more. Lanaya. Okay, I think I got it right. Listen, I got a Brooklyn accent, so you know it's hard for me to pronounce anything correctly. I talk into the remote and I try to do searches for tutorials. I'll say, you know, I want to make a shawl. It keeps thinking I said show, you know, keeps thinking. And what's your name, Handmade Designs? I have to start writing this down. I'm keeping a list till I remember. And Lanaya, what are you making? Lanaya, I'm doing the best I can. I'm just Nancy. It's easy, you know, an old-fashioned name. And Paradise Creations is Melody, so I'll try to remember the names. I like to think of someone else I know with the same name, but that doesn't always work out. So this is the cowl I just made. There's a tutorial for it. It's called a charmer cowl. Charmer, like call you HD. It's a short name, real too. Oh, anyway, and I have a hat to go with it. Thank you. Actually, my finger was hurting, so I'm taking a break for now. For some reason, I'm righty, you know? I don't know if you have this problem. When I crochet, oh, you love Brooklyn? Yeah, I still have two sons that are living in Brooklyn. So I made this hat first. It was a bag o' day tutorial. I think I went a little bit more around this part, maybe hers was shorter, but it still came out really nice. And this was a number 6 yarn, the same yarn as the other hat. What part of Brooklyn are you familiar with? And that goes with this. Yeah, I like bag. Lately, I used to have trouble with some of Bag O'Day's hat tutorials. She does a lot of front post, back post, but I'm getting better with that. So I've been trying more of them. And I keep like a list of tutorials, you know, in my YouTube. And I had another YouTube that was like my private YouTube, and that one has a lot of things in it. So I go back and forth looking, excuse me. Are you cooking? Okay, that's no problem. Yeah, I caught a break. I'm not cooking, I think, today. My husband's going to eat something easy. We just went to Wendy's. I ate the burger without the bun because I'm like doing low carb. I lost a decent amount of weight, but I did put on a couple of pounds. Not a lot, just a pound or two. So, Lanaya, I hope I said it right. What part of Brooklyn are you familiar with? You said you like Brooklyn. Brooklyn's very, very big. I've lived in several areas, you know, but I wasn't as close to the city. Oh, wow. Your long haul truckers for over 20 years and in and out of all the boroughs frequently. Oh, cool. Well, you're going to get good food if you live it. You know, I may be going up in the next couple of months. My son's going to get married. They're just going to do an easy wedding. You can't have a lot of people anyway. They don't have the money to make a big wedding, and they've been shacking up for a while. So they're going to make it official. Hi, Debbie. Debbie's from Brooklyn, too, originally. We're having a tropical storm. I don't know the name, but I did get some more. I'll put YouTube on my TV in my room here. Yes, my other friend Debbie just subscribed. I grew up with, so now I have two Debbie friends from Brooklyn. You know, yeah. So it's been raining like mad, super wet out there. You know. Oh, so you grew up in Jersey. Yeah, a lot of people I know either moved to Long Island, Staten Island, and New Jersey. And I did live in North Carolina for a while with my husband while the kids were in college. And you were born in Virginia. I was born in Brooklyn. Oh yeah, Debbie Reynolds. Yeah, I remember her. You know, my parents were much older when they had me. I was the last one of four. They were in their 40s, so they're not here anymore, not living anymore. Okay, I'll try it again, but I'm from Brooklyn. I can't pronounce anything right, it seems. Linnea, Linnea or Lanaya? Lanaya. I'm sorry. Just call you Lynn. Okay, Lynn. And here's Kim. Hi, Kim. Yeah, it's just, I figured I had some time to kill. There's nothing to do today. But look, deal with the rain. We made a run for it, went out to eat, and didn't get too wet, you know? So what's new, everybody? You want to see what I made? Because I showed it already. I'll just show it again. It's not a lot. Oh, well, I made another hat that my son saw I gave to his brother, and made it and I already mailed it, so I can't show you that. It was a bag of day tutorial. I had made this hat already, see? But I made a cowl to go with it. It's too hot here. I don't feel like putting it on, but it looks good. I'll move back up. You did what? You built? Oh, that sounds nice. I have a small yard. It's all pool. It's not that small because the pool's a good size. But I'll have a lot of space besides that. Almost done with your advent. Did you order that advent calendar for the $10? The bargain advent calendar? I didn't buy it. So that I made this, and there was a tutorial. I'll put it down below later. It was called the Charmer Cowl, and it goes with the green hat. And maybe I'll put it up in my Hooga yarn. Thank you. She says, I finished the pink kitty couch. Yeah, I saw a couple of tutorials came up. One came up from Mikey, you know Mikey. One of these days, I'm going to try to make some kind of little animal. I found like a box with when I went to the Goodwill once, and it has like some tutorial. It has a book in there. It has like pictures of little animals you can make. It's really soft, and I just know that I have more of this yarn, but I was looking for it, and I actually sold something, but it was to someone I know. I sent her the link. I didn't expect her to buy anything. My friend bought like 3 shawls once. Somebody I used to work with when I worked in the city in Manhattan years ago. Hi, Teresa. And anyway, it came out really soft, and I'll make the cowl to go with it, you know. And this was the hat that I made last night that Veronica did on her tutorial. I told her to make a tutorial and I'll make it. So I did. See? And it came out good too. And I prefer hats that go from the top down. This one, you make the band first and then you work your way up. And it came out nice texture. It's chunky. It's a number 6 yarn, you know. What'd you say? Oh, it's my son. 1 minute. I'll call him back. What'd you say? I feel like top down is harder to mess up. Yeah, I don't know. It just whenever they tell you to make like a rectangle to make the hat, and then you got to sew the top, I tend to like have trouble sewing the top that it looks okay, you know. So I'm not so good at that. I'm like really only seriously crocheting the last maybe 2 years. I mean, I started up like 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago when the grandbaby was on the way. So then I made him a few things, and then I didn't crochet for a while because I was busy babysitting. And then after my surgery that I had 2 years ago, I guess when I felt better and he started daycare, I had more time. I found some yarn one day at the Goodwill and then started to make a blanket, didn't have enough, and then I just started making different things. You're a COVID crocheter? Oh, so you just started crocheting, kid? Wow. I crocheted when I was young. My mother my sister was expecting like a million years ago. Hey, crochet culture. Yeah, so my sister was expecting, and my mother like started like a shell stitch blanket, and she just like said, do it, and I did it. So I made that blanket. Then I made my husband a scarf. He was my 1 second. Oh, the school will be closed tomorrow, so I think I'll be babysitting tomorrow. All right, let me just hit reply. One second. You know how kids are. I'm his babysitter on demand. You know, he's a cutie pie, my little 3-year-old, you know. So that's what I've been doing. I mean, I was saying my finger was hurting. Like when I'm holding the yarn with the left hand, I usually have to take my ring off. Otherwise, I don't only wear one ring. And this finger will start hurting a lot. So I need to take a break. Yeah, I love my little baby. And I'm getting another one. So next year I'm going to be even more busy. God willing, until they send the next one to, I don't know what we're having yet. Until we send the next one to daycare. Eventually, though, it's too hard for me to do it every day and get up early in the morning. I mean, I'll help a lot in the beginning. So, Crochet Culture, what's your name and what are you making? I made a little sign today. That's something I made. I got it at the Dollar Tree. It's like with those markers, the dry eraser markers. I bought different colors. Yeah, we're spoiling that baby rotten. He's got a lot. He's got more toys than I have yarn, which is a lot. Now I have a lot of yarn, but he doesn't stop with the monster trucks and stuff. His Eunice. You're working on a Christmas stocking pattern. I'm not so good with the patterns, I do have I have some red and green yarn. I could attempt to make something Christmas. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. You like my sign? But if you touch it, like it'll smudge really easily because that's like that. You just take a paper towel and you wipe it. Yeah, I'm not really doing Christmas gifts. Where I live, nobody's wearing. I just made a lot of hats for my sons in New York and shipped them out. Yeah, that's a good way to remember a name. I kind of play match game with the names, but I don't remember anybody else but that name. Sometimes you can't find a name to match. And Fiberfloozy, what's your name? Because I don't know. I don't recall. Cover it with Sarah. Well, maybe I'll change it up. Maybe I'll make something. Maybe I'll draw a different picture one day. Surprise you all. You know. I live in South Florida, Lynn. Pembroke Pines. Okay, Ma. Thanks for coming in and visiting with us and hanging out during the storm. Yeah, I'm trying to do more lives. I can't always find the time. Occasionally, I'll just do a short video, throw it in there. That's all. Oh, if you remember, hit the like button. We have eight likes and 14 people. So what'd you say today? You wish you were back in Florida, Debbie? Yeah, well, you really went the opposite way. Debbie lives all the way in Alaska. Yeah, there are other people, I think, on YouTube that drive trucks or something. Do you like it? You must like it if you're doing it so long. Could be like nice to see different parts of the country, I would think. Oh, it's snowing over there. Snow's pretty unless you have to shovel it and deal with it. Ha, that's why I added my name to your tube. Oh, that's good. Michelle, yeah. Smart move. I don't know. It's hard to remember everybody's name. It takes practice, you know? Some people are better at it than others. When Veronica first came on, she had her name in her, she changed her name like not too long after she started her channel. So I knew her name. I'm banging the table. I have a little tray table here. Oh, you're off the road the last 7 years? Yeah, well, I guess it's nice to see different places. When I lived in North Carolina, I learned how to, and thank God for my GPS. I used to drive back and forth. I used to sometimes leave my husband home and drive and stay here. And I used to have a couple of little dogs, and I would take little dogs because we had 4 dogs at one time. And I would go up to I had a house in New York, so I'd stay with the boys. Well, we kind of ran away. They're still up there now. So I miss them a lot. My son just had a birthday. I lived right near the water. It was near Calabash, kind of like 40 minutes from Myrtle Beach, like on the border of North and South Carolina. So what did you find to make fiber floozy? What are you making? Yeah, so we lived there for 5 years. But I would go back to New York and like spend like a month in the spring with my kids. My husband didn't always want to go. Okay, so you're both working locally. Well, thank God you got jobs because a lot of people are suffering. Oh, you're making the pocket shawl. I made a pocket shawl a while ago, around when they first started doing it. But I had, hi Denisha, how you doing today? Thanks for coming by. Stay a while. It's just pouring here. So and I had a problem getting, the pockets on straight. Yeah, so, but it came out. I used, what's the name of that yarn? Oh, forgot now. I'd have to show it to you. But I made the shawl and I can't really sell it because the pockets came out a little crooked. I'll just keep it for myself, you know? Oh, you've lived in North Carolina. What part of North Carolina? It's also a pretty big state, you know? Where I was, it didn't have much of a winter, which was good. And it was pretty hot in the summer. And when I lived in New York, when it was cold, I wasn't crocheting. So go figure, I'd start crocheting in Florida, you know? You've been shopping for yarn today? They keep sending me text messages, you know? They keep sending me, they want me to buy more yarn, but I have a little too much already. Yeah, I bought some big twist, but I only bought like neutral colors because I had found all this candy pop at the Salvation Army and I figured maybe I could do something with it. I have a lot of single cakes. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jill. I think I lost track of the chat. It was moving too quickly. I'll try to remember, you know. I'll try to remember your name. I'm still practicing that, you know. That's all. Hey, culture, tell me your name again. It's practice, you know. If you don't ask, you can't learn. Yeah, so yeah, those are the big things, the pocket shawls. I have one. It's in the other room. If you want, I'll go get it. It'll take, yeah. I have a lot of sparkle. I have a lot of red heart metallic that I found uh, right before the Hobby Lobby went on sale. So I got a lot of metallic. I got a lot of the green, the red, the gray. I have some blue and black and white. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was wondering as I was going to have to scroll up the thing, you know. Yeah, I this is only my Salvation Army has decent deals on yarn if I find it sometimes, you know. When I lived in New York, there was no Walmart and there was no Hobby Lobby. I think there was a non-name brand yarn store not far from where I lived. And I wasn't really buying yarn there yet then. When I went to visit, I was crocheting, but not very much. I didn't get the bug to buy yarn at that point. So the only thing I don't do, like everybody does, is I usually only do one project at a time. So I have no whips right now. I just finished a hat and I'm done. Oh, they're reminiscing about places. What's she saying? Crochet. Kim is saying, not Kim, Jill. Jill is saying, talking about an antique consignment shop near her. You got an order yesterday from Hobby Lobby. I cleaned Hobby Lobby out when they had the clearance. I bought a nice amount. I could have went more crazy. I should have bought more chunky yarn. I didn't buy a lot of it. Oh, that's nice. You know, you live in different areas, so you have like different choices, you know. But my Walmart has plenty of yarn now, even though they were starting to run out. They're loaded. They're really loaded. Then I'll just wait for the clearance to come and I'll go crazy. You know, I'm trying to use what I have. You mean you like vintage crochet yarn or vintage crochet patterns or both? When you're referring to the patterns, Kim? Yeah, there's a lot of places that is they're saying their Walmarts don't have any yarn, especially up north near New York. People were saying, telling me that. Oh, that's nice. You have a nice daughter. She crochets too. Oh, there are a ton of free vintage pattern websites. I'm still learning how to read patterns. I'm not crocheting as long as you are. I did buy some thread. I did make a couple of pair of earrings not long ago, and I got some on clearance at the at Hobby Lobby. They had some like for cheap, like under $1 each. So I think I better stop. I have a lot of cotton too now. So I got some at Hobby Lobby, you know. But here, I'll show you the thing I found. Maybe I'll attempt it tonight. I don't know what to do. Oh, I found this a while ago. I think it was an Aldi kit, and I only paid $2 for it. And it was so I can make a mount. Maybe I'll attempt one of these. You know. Anyway, I never tried to make any of these little things. I can't say it correctly. How do you say it? Agagavumi? I can't say it. I never made the little animals. I watched a tutorial once how to make like a little ice cream cone keychain, and that looked easy, and I just still haven't attempted it. Make new baby something. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what kind of baby we're getting. I made a really nice pink blanket not long ago. And so I thought I was gonna sell it to somebody, but since the person never contacted me, I figured I'm gonna hold on to it and find we should know in a few weeks, you know. I just found out. I'm not supposed to tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Can't tell her family. Yeah. So here's another new person. Vanessa. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Hello. God bless you too. Well, I normally go to church on Sunday, but it was just so horrible out. I watched it on Facebook. They had Facebook Live, you know. Yeah, I could make something. I have like peach yarn. I have a bunch of baby yarn that I got some clearance yarn from when I went to Hobby Lobby. Some of that ice cream yarn. I have two different colorways, and I have some like I have plenty of like another minty green color I could use. June, not till June, the very beginning, and she's going to go in on a C-section. She had a C-section last time, so probably the first week of June. She's really sick right now. She's having a hard time keeping her dinner down even. Poor thing. She's testing out the different foods to see what agrees with her, you know. So what are you saying? Oh, she's talking to Kim. Debbie says, hi, Squishy. Hi, Squishy. The last haul, I snagged a $16 yarn for 40 cents a pound. It was less than a pound. Was that like a vintage yarn that you found? Yeah, well, I kept finding clearance for a while. Like I was on a roll. It was so addictive. I was running from Walmart to Walmart. And then I think then AC Moore, first AC Moore was going out of business right before the pandemic thing started. And I got a bunch of yarn there. So thank you, Denisha. Yeah, my grandson's going to be a big brother. So, I mean, a girl would be nice because I only have boys, but I'll take whatever God gives us and pray that the baby's nice and healthy and mommy's healthy and all that. You know, that's what's most important. So, I guess I should just start looking at tutorials of things I could make. But it's so hot here. What can the baby wear? My baby, he has a lot of blankets that I made. Exciting. Plus, my other son's getting married very soon, so I may be making a trip up to New York. Yes, thank you. Yeah, he's a real cutie pie. He's too much. They're trying to get him potty trained. So one day we in the potty, we're going to give you a toy or something. And they're trying to bribe him to go in the potty. He's been going at school in the potty. He goes to daycare. And he said, I have enough toys. Yeah. Yep. Babies are so cute, you know. And he's just not really into the idea of being potty trained. Yeah, I occasionally found there was some yarn one day I didn't buy at the Goodwill, and there was like all odd skeins. Like there was some vintage, like old looking yarn in there. I just not enough to make a project out of really. And I had just bought a lot, so I kind of like resisted temptation. They're having a anyway. So what else is doing? We're coming up on an hour. I don't know if I'm going to talk that much more. You have one girl and three boys, and you don't know what you're having yet. Okay, I don't know either. I'm hoping we're going to find out on the next visit. And last time she found out through a blood test, which somebody else didn't know they could do that. I didn't know they could do that. That's how we found out with the first one. You know, I never knew what I was having. We were old school. I don't even think I had a sonogram with my first. He's 37. I didn't have a sonogram with him. You know. Uh-oh. I just got a text. Somebody in my church has COVID. I'm gonna pray for them. Yeah, where is everybody from who hasn't told us? Crochet couture or culture? Two E's. Yeah. Well, we were all yarnies. So like I got that addiction, the yarn addiction, but not the I don't have the multiple whip addiction yet. I still have time for that. You know? Seems like most people have that. Washington State. I've never been that far. It sounds pretty, the mountains. We used to go up state New York and they have beautiful mountains there. You know? Somebody was asking, like, what do you like most about the fall? There's no fall over here. I miss the fall. Well, anyway, I think, did I show everybody what I made? Maybe somebody came in late. Don't forget, Veronica has a giveaway going on, and this is the hat I made from her tutorial. Hi, Jen, how you doing? So, in case somebody missed it, because more people came in, I'm just killing some time today. Well, that's all. I made another hat that I mailed out. So, the cowl. Yep. I'm gonna have to decide what to make next. Anyway, I'm not too chatty today. Anybody? Oh, you live in Ohio. I don't think I've ever been to Ohio. I have a sister in Texas. I have family in Nebraska, of all places. Thank you. This was, there's a tutorial. It's called a charmer cowl. Yeah, I need to start a project. Well, if I could find this yarn in my stash, I know I have it. I have a few colors. I bought a bunch of it at Walmart on clearance. I think I paid like $3 or $2.50 a skein. It wasn't $1. Sometimes I find stuff for $1. I'm pretty sure I have another gray. I could make a little cowl to match it. So that I would do that. I might play around with the animals. Yeah, the charmer cowl. Right, that's it. And the hat I made already. So it was just 2 hats and a cowl. The other hat I made, I sent to my son. You haven't seen one in years. Oh, well, the hooga yarn is really soft. It's just hard to see. This, you don't have to go into stitches with this hat. So it's good. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm not going to talk too much longer. I'm running out of what to talk about. I need to like come up with some games like other people. Keep you all happy, you know? I would have liked to have gone to the store today, but it's just the streets of the parking lots get flooded in the stores here. We got a couple of Ohio people here. Thanks for coming and visiting, LaShira. Okay. Thank you, Jill, for coming and visiting. Enjoy making that the pocket shawl. Bye. Kim says bye, Jill. She says email me, Debbie. Oh, Michelle west of Toledo. Oh, I don't like doing granny squares. I was looking at a tutorial for like a little pocketbook made out of granny squares. You don't need to make that many of them. You know, I made one blanket with squares. My grandson has it now. I had it in my house for a while. Then one day he saw my mosaic blanket, which is huge, and he tried to take it. He loves my stuff. So he tried to run out. He tried to grab my blanket like he's going to take it home. And I grabbed the little square blanket that I made. Yeah. Okay. I could. Somebody else was asking about they needed help making the like a bandana you're talking about. I made a twisted ear warmer. I sent it to my son's fiance. She said she liked it. I wore it in one of my other videos. So I just threw them all in there for her. Slippers. Yeah, I got bad feet. I got to wear like arch support. I have issues with my feet. You know, slippers are cute. Turn of crochet. Yeah, nothing stays in this. My hair's so straight, everything falls out of it, you know? My hair, yeah, those are cute. I once made one of those little butterflies that creative grandma had, you know? I just lay there and I'll just like look at all the tutorials that I have. And, you know, I have some nice yarns that I picked up on the clearance. It's like got like alpaca in it. In here. Don't look in my closet. Yeah, I can't find it. I thought I left it. It's probably right here. That's not it. Oh, it is. This stuff. I got a bunch of different ones of this. I'm thinking about I want to use it. Okay, thanks for coming by, Lynn. Bye. Anyway, maybe make a shawl out of one of these. I mean, two of them. I have two of this color. Did you ever get this? Did you ever use it? I have one that has greens in it. You know, I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, shawl. This is shawls. I have a bunch of different colors. I got it on Hobby Lobby on clearance. One of them I only have one of, but the rest of them I have two of each. I got some wool too that I bought. I never bought 100% wool, but I just bought some at Hobby Lobby. What do you like to make with the, oh, you like the baby alpaca? It's petable? This doesn't feel itchy or anything. I had a shawl that I made that had alpaca and I thought I had it sold. I put it up on my SD shop, so maybe that'll sell. Yeah, so I'm thinking about making a shawl with one of the colors. I have more colors. You know, I have one with like browns and another one has like greens. You know, this one's more rainbowish, you know. Free yarn? Who said free yarn? So I'll let you know what I make. Got to start before I can make it. Etsy. I know. Don't mind me. Etsy. Well, yeah, I had that. I had my own website, but my husband set it up and he just made it where it was impossible for him. He didn't want to work on it anymore. I wasn't selling enough for him. So I could figure out how to do it. The way it's not like whatever he did was too difficult. So this was easier, you know? So Kim found a deal. She said there was a coupon because the crate was so late. As a member, she got 50%. Oh, you got Nick Crate. I never joined one of those things. 50% off the on price. So you got two schemes that match. Cool. Yeah, you got to complain, then they're going to try to make you happy, huh? Yes, she's affordably crafty. I like a good deal too, Kim. You know, there you have two shops. I'll have to. What's the name of your shop? Is it Paradise Creations? I'll look for you just to check it out. Yeah, well, I don't have a desire right now to join any of these things. You got to get stuff every month or something. I never had one of those twisty, you know, those hanks. I'm yet to try that. I do have a ball winder. I would need the other thing. What do they call it again? I forgot. That round thing that you put it on to like wind it up. You canceled your Nick Crate. I guess it's something you try in the beginning and then maybe you don't want to keep doing it forever. Oh, a Swift, that's it. I couldn't think of it at the moment. I know what it is. But I had they had sent me like Mother's Day, like a gift card. Cake winder? No. Yeah, no, I got the ball winder because, you know, sometimes like at the end of the ball, if I don't put not good. I still have yarn I bought on clearance, not this year, but last year. I was trying to use that yarn up. Oh, wait a second. Vintage sewing shop. Oh, okay. So do you like Etsy or do you like having those shops? It's the kind of thing you try it and you see what happens. You know, people just don't show up there. Because I'll share things I make on my regular Facebook page, and sometimes friends will ask about buying stuff like this. I could just send them to whatever they're interested. Sometimes I've given them a price and then they're like, I'll get back to you, and then it doesn't happen. I wish I could find somebody that lives near me. Occasionally I'll talk to people. Do you do this? Talk to people in the yarn store? Like you're in the yarn aisle and you see someone and you're like, hey, like, what are you making? Oh, you had it for 6 years, so you must. Well, I don't really sew. My grandmother used to sew on the sewing machine. She even made me like a dress for my 6th grade graduation and my junior high graduation. It's great that you sew, you know. I'll have to look just for the fun of it. I'll take a class at Michael's and you'll meet people. That's interesting. I didn't think of that. I don't always have time. Thirsty. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, you know, to take a class to meet people. There used to be a yarn store right by me, and I just found it recently, and then it closed right after the pandemic started. It's all fancy yarn. I didn't buy anything there. It's too overwhelming. And I've been busy buying bargain yarn. Um, I did join the library here, but you know, with the thing that's going on now, I think they're not having as much socializing. There's probably a brunch for people in Florida. Yeah, but I don't know if they're by South Florida. You never know. I know there's a group of people on the, I think on the Gulf Coast type people. Because I'm in a group on Facebook for people in Florida, you know. Yeah, well, anyway, my connection might be going bad. Am I spinning around or anything? It's saying, I'm getting like some messages. Anyway, Tamarack, there's a great yarn shop. Okay. Well, it's too bad you moved all the way to Alaska, Debbie. My other friend Debbie started crocheting. Well, she's making scarves for I guess for needy people or something. Your mom and dad are in Florida, but they don't do crochet. Okay. Well, you never know. I did try to teach some people at my church, but then, you know, they weren't so into it. Gigi, she's in Miami. No, I have to check her out. I might be friends with her. Gigi, the crochet queen. I'm taking notes. Well, I usually crochet at night or in the morning. Like tomorrow, I found out I'm going to be babysitting because the school's closed because of the storm going on. So I'll be busy. I have to call my son back, so I'm not going to stay much longer. Hello, Lori. How you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm going to look her up. I didn't know she was in Miami. There's plenty of people that crochet here because when I went for all the, you know, when I went to AC Moore, people were in there buying up the yarn. One lady bought so much wagons of yarn because she makes blankets for like the hospitals. You know, my in-laws used to live in Florida before they passed away, but we moved here after that. Otherwise, you know, I have one friend like an hour away that I grew up with. She's busy now doing real estate, so I don't get to see her that much anymore. She just got a new grandbaby, so she's very busy. You know, that's all. She's more north. Anyway, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna run. I have to call my son back, and gotta shut that light off. I'm cooking over here. Yeah, I've done that. I actually talked to this one girl in the yarn aisle one day, and then she subscribed to my channel. I was telling her I have a YouTube, and we were talking about the yarn. I was in a Joann's one day. wasn't filming or anything like that. A couple of times I took my camera and made a little video. Yeah, yeah, it's cute. Yes, thank you. So I don't know, maybe my son will bring him here tomorrow. Depends on when he goes to, he works in a hospital, so his hours fluctuate. Some days he goes in at 5 in the morning, and then there's days he goes in 2 in the afternoon. So I have to ask him. His wife is working from home and she's malicious. She's having a rough time. Hopefully it'll calm down soon. Yeah. I don't know. I think they said overnight, but it's been pouring, you know, pretty good all day. Like it's been consistently raining and sometimes raining really hard, and my pool is over full. The pool gets really full, and then you got to let water out of it. But hopefully this is it's not going to be too bad. All we did was shut the umbrella out in the yard. So we have an umbrella. Not a hurricane, it's a tropical storm. If it was a hurricane, we would have had to put all our shutters on. So, they would have gave us warnings and stuff like that. It's just a lot of rain and some wind. Flooding, that they would, I got a message earlier about flooding, like for some areas. Like the parking lots get all flooded. So it's really like we went to Wendy's for lunch and, the parking lots were all like, had really bad puddles in them. We had to drive slow. Oh, you remember very well, huh? Yeah, in New York, it'll rain hard sometimes, but it'll just rain all day, but not really, really hard. But here, it'll come down, you'll get soaked in a minute. You know, like I was just trying to put the baby in the car seat the other day, and I was getting all soaked. Like it just started coming harder. I do enjoy no winter, but it'd be nice to have a little bit of fall, like a little change of weather. I do miss the change, like the changing of the leaves is nice. That's all. Anyway, oh, now we got Mimi Katu. Thanks for coming in and visiting. I don't know how much longer I'm going to hang out here. You were there for all the hurricanes, huh? Yeah. We had, they had some kind of, I can't remember the name. It was a certain kind of storm where there was like 3 storms in New York. And I was up there for it. And my friend's house got all flooded. Like it was really bad. They weren't told to evacuate. So flooding could be really dangerous. Oh, yeah, I showed a few things I made, and we were talking about I'm having a lot of rain here in Florida. Where are you from, Mimi? Anyway, unless you're crocheting or something. I just made a couple of hats and a cowl the last couple of days. I just made this morning. Massachusetts. I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm living in Florida. And I made a cowl. This one has like a little, it's sewed together, so no buttons. Although I have buttons in my stash, because I've made some with the buttons. Oh, you'll do a replay? I didn't play any games. I need to come up with something to do when I run out of what to talk about. Thank you. I'm just staying home and laying low. But I think I'm babysitting tomorrow because the baby school closed. Thank you. This was Veronica from Steals to Show did a tutorial for a hat, a chunky hat. And she's having a giveaway if you're interested. It's up in somewhere in the chat. She put the link for her video. She's having 3 prizes. Thank you. Yeah, and I got to make a cowl for this. I think I have enough yarn. And this was the hat to go with the other cowl. So that's what I made. And I bought a bunch of this at Hobby Lobby, this type of yarn. And I definitely got to like make something with one. I got a few different colorways. It's got a little alpaca in it. I only paid $1.74 each. So overdue to, it's such pretty yarn. I just, you just want to use it. It's really green. It's like a really dark green. This is Hometown USA. This this is like a minty green. You talking about this, like the turquoise? This is the same kind of yarn. I only paid 75 cents a while ago. This is yarn I bought at Walmart on clearance last year. So I still have a lot. So I've made a bunch of sets. I had like all different colors. You know, once they start putting stuff on clearance, there's like a couple of Walmarts by me. So I'll visit them, you know, and I'll look on their app. So if you know, do you know how to do that? You know, you have the Walmart app. Do you know how to look up the yarn in there and see if anything's on clearance? Sometimes they list it. And then sometimes it's not in the clearance section yet and it's marked down. And I've been able to, you know, I always check the yarn section, which could be very dangerous. And I still have plenty of yarn. So I'm trying to avoid going to the store right now. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. This was that hygge yarn. It's really soft, a little harder to see, but this hat, you're not really looking, you're not really going into the stitches too much. So it was easy to make, but I'm getting better with it. I was feeling around with the fingers, you know. Anyway, did everybody see my falling leaf shawl? I'll show you that one. Oh, where is it? It's over here somewhere. No, that's not it. And I must have put it away. Yeah, I like good deals, like Affordably Crafty. She likes good deals too. Thank you. Well, hopefully next time I'll have a few things to show you. You know, do you all have Instagram? Because I'm on Instagram too. Some of my subscribers follow me on Instagram, and you see stuff. It'd be nice to see what you all make too. Yeah, well, I don't know. I really like a good deal. I haven't really bought any more yarn at Hobby Lobby since the clearance ended, and you know, it's not like I have any orders or anything. I have to make something specific. I'll just make what I have. So, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm too hot. This light is killing me. And it was good hanging out with everybody. You know, maybe if I get around to it, I'll take you shopping next time. You do not what? Yeah, everybody have something on the hook, except I have nothing on the hook. Oh, it's not Vicky. It's Steals the Show. It's in this, you know, Steals the Show. She's probably at the top of the. I don't know. It's somewhere in here. Veronica. It's Veronica. She's having a giveaway. I'll put it in the about section after. All right, I was just looking through the chat, so now I got to get back to the bottom. Oh, you're making Christmas stockings. Somebody else said they were making Christmas stuff. I haven't made any Christmas stuff. Oh, you're back. You could put your link again for your giveaway. So I was telling someone and they were asking before I get out of here. Yeah, she just came back. She's in the chat. I told her to put the link for her giveaway. Yeah, I'm getting closer to 800. So I'll have to do a little giveaway again. Veronica's doing a lot more videos than me. I'm going to be busy soon. I'm not going to have all this extra time for videos. Veronica, are you done cooking dinner, Veronica? Yeah, check out her channel. She's the one that made the hat tutorial, and she's got like another tutorial too with some kind of scrubbies that she makes. Yeah, so you should check her out too. She's got she's gonna have 3 prizes. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna run. So thank you again for coming to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. See, I made the little sign also. I used it from the Dollar Tree. That's those, like the thing you put on your refrigerator and you could wipe it off. So, all right. Thanks for coming. And I'll try to do another live. And hopefully we'll have more to talk about. I need to find some fun stuff to do like other people are doing, you know? Bye. See. Thank you. You stay safe too. Take some. You need to get an Instagram, Debbie, so I could see what you make. Do you have videos, Debbie? Bye. I'm hanging up. It's hard to hang up. See you soon.